All right, so this video is going to be in the Sound Innovations book, number 2. Make sure you've got that out. We're gonna do number 8, Waltz of the Woodchucks. There's a few things to note about this. First of all, there's first and second endings. It's not that big of a deal, right? We're in 3/4. Again, not such a big a deal. Check your key signature. It's not something that you're super duper used to playing in. We've got some dotted quarter notes, so we're going to preview that. We've also got the third measure. We've got an 8th rest on beat 3. So we're going to preview that. But other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory and not too tricky. You can pick your divisi parts, either the top notes or the bottom parts. So first measure, not so big of a deal, right? Second measure, we've got the dotted quarter note. So remember, the rule of the dot is you add half of what that note's already worth. So you've got a quarter note, half of a quarter note is an 8th note, so you just add an 8th note to it. So it's like 1 quarter note plus an 8th note, 1.5 counts. So you've got that first beat, that first note is 1.5 beats. So you get 1 and 2, and then on the and is where that 8th note is. 1 and 3. Okay, that's that second measure. 1 and 3. Da, da, da. Okay. Second measure, okay, or third measure rather, it's not even tricky. It looks trickier than it is. It's not really that tricky. So you've got 1, 2, rest, and 1. Not that big of a deal. That 8th rest, what beat is it on? It's right on the downbeat of 3. So 1, 2, rest, and 1. Da-dum, bum, bum. Not that big of a deal. It looks harder than it is. So take a second to kind of just check that second measure. 1, ready, second measure. Not a big deal. Third measure. Did you check the key signature? Do that now. I mean it. Like, do it now. Check your key signature. Okay. Third measure now. You've got 1, 2, and 1. So that it's really the third plus the first note of the fourth measures. Ready? Try that again. 1, ready, and go. Not a big deal. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna set my metronome at 90, I think. 90, 90. All right, here we go. One, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do this with me and emphasize 1 because we really want to feel 3 just feels different. It's not square, it's round and it sways. Instead of marching like this, 3, 4, it sways. It's like a circle. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It just feels a little different. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready? That RIT at the end. With the metronome, I had a hard time doing that, but you can take a little bit of time and stretch between those last 2 notes, make it sound extra exciting and dramatic. Kind of like me, exciting and dramatic. Anyway, I hope you liked Waltz of the Woodchucks. Catch you on the flippity flop.